In our last meditation, we started to take a look at limiting beliefs. So limiting beliefs are things that arise in consciousness that obscure our viewpoint of how things really are. So it could be a judgment, it could be an act of blame or criticism. It could even be a story that we tell ourselves to help explain things in a certain way. When we meditated around this, we weren't looking to conjure anything up, but just when you observe something that felt like a limiting belief, to notice it. And so in those words is kind of the point of the exercise, that we would feel when it arose, because every time a limiting belief comes up in consciousness, there's an embodied experience that goes along with it, and it tends to be some sensation, a little bit of tightening, because stress and limiting beliefs play into each other. When we're more stressed or anxious, we tend to have more limiting beliefs, or we get a little bit more rigid about things. And also when we hold these viewpoints, then it tends to kick back into a more stressful response when stimulus comes in. And so we can feel this in our body. And the whole point of that was to take a look at the reality of our experience, and some of that being limiting beliefs from time to time, and to simply notice their occurrence and how we feel them in our body, but not to try to erase them or really do much about them, just that act of awareness around them. And this is so much of our meditative practice, that we get to know the workings of our mind and our body and our energetic selves better. So we're going to continue with this practice today, and we're going to add one more thing. Now, this is going to be a mantra practice, which can be carried over for any situation, regardless of whether we're working with limiting beliefs or not. The mantra we're going to work with is a Sanskrit mantra called So-Hum. So-Hum. And sometimes it's done in reverse, hum-sa, hum-sa. In any case, the meaning of the mantra is a very big, kind of simple in its form, but universal because of that. And it means, I am that. And so that not being that, but that being the big picture. And we're going to use this as kind of an antidote for limiting beliefs, or really for anything that gets stirred up within you that you start to feel some attachment towards. This could be a train of thought, it could be something imaginative, it could even be a sensation in your body that you just kind of get glued to and can't move on from. So in the background, we keep the mantra going, and it's timed with our breath. So on the inhale, hum on the exhale, and we just let the mantra lilt along with the natural flow of our breath. We're not trying to make the breath do anything special, and the mantra just goes along with it. And any time that you notice that your attention has gotten circular or is being directed towards something, when you know you're putting energy into something apart from the pervasive experience of the present moment, hum-sa. So-hum. That'll be an edit. Do that again. So-hum. A reminder that even though in this moment it may feel like I am that thing that's arisen in consciousness, that it's a reminder that I am that, the greater that. There's so much more to experience. And their limiting beliefs are just that. They limit what we can perceive. So we'll try to get beyond that. All right. Find a comfortable seat. settle into your foundation. So this is wherever you're connected to the steadiness of the ground below you. Let those places bond firmly. And the joints that are closest, be that your hips, your knees, your ankles, or if you're on your back, it could be your shoulders too. Allow these joints to soften and settle. When we encounter a limiting belief or something that holds charge, there can be an impulse inside to get up and run away from it, or to fight it and try to fix it, or to just be numb to it altogether. But our mindful response is different than all these things, because it's not a reaction. We're holding space for everything. Okay. Let's take a deep clearing breath. Inhale. Exhale. Close your mouth and let your breath serve the needs of this moment in just the right way. We'll introduce the mantra. When you breathe in, so. When you breathe out, hum. So, hum. So your breath needs no special timing. Your breath will change as it needs to through the practice. Allow the mantra to align with the flow of your breath. Encouraging you to be gentle and calm and open to what's going on right now. So, hum. Try not to be rigid with the mantra. Just as your breath is serving the moment, let the mantra do the same. Sometimes it may be quieter, and sometimes less so. If you feel anything uneasy in your body, if you notice your mind is clutching or saying things should be a certain way, and lean back into the support of your breath and the mantra So Hum. A reminder that although we may notice things arise in the present moment, that we are not defined by this. That what we are is limitless. It lies well beyond these pieces of experience. Let this moment flow. Notice that it's changing always. What's going on is not limited to what your mind thinks it is. Notice the movement of your breath. Always changing. You don't need to control these aspects of your experience. Just let yourself relax. Feel your body breathing. So hum. Thank you for your practice. Namaste.